Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
College? I can do that. Morato is finally big enough that I agree it is time for university. We are under capacity, and we only have 2 small university buildings spread across the city. So, going with what our Sims want, I think it's time to build a full-blown university. We do have these lovely 2 areas that were built, one by Steven and the other one by Captain Obvious, and so I think the best way to tie them together is to actually put the university all the way out here across from 2 Hill. But we are playing vanilla, which means I don't just have all of the buildings unlocked. So I am going to all the way over here in this nice area up here. Start by making a all but the kitchen sink university, where I'm gonna put down everything in whatever order I can to get a 5-star university, and once that happens, I'll come back and we'll build a nice big university for Morato.
Baby, I've been busy missing you. Say, have you missed me too? Say, have you missed me too? Was this intermission good for you? Yeah, was it good for you? Or are you just confused? Don't think I'm leaving, 'cause I'm not at all. So if you get hurt, it's unintentional. And I know that what I did was typical. I just needed time to show you what you got. So where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? A sign from you, telling me you need me here just like I do. All I ever wanted was to make it through. Tell me, how about you? How about you? So where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go?
Now that we have a university that is 5 stars and ranked prestigious, it's time to move over to where our university is going to be housed. So the first thing I'm going to do is mark out the area that I want the university, and then we'll get started by taking the university buildings and making the most beautiful university campus for our wonderful city of Morato. Before we do anything too crazy like setting out our first building, I want to turn the city of 2 Hill into the city of 1 Hill by flattening out this area. I know it's not necessarily playing nicely with the terrain, but I think it's going to make for a better layout of the university campus, and by dragging this soil, we will actually be able to deposit it elsewhere. We have tons of landfills that maybe we could start filling and putting parks in. So I'm going to spend maybe 20 seconds or so flattening this down, and then we'll build an entrance to the new university. So, the main building for the university, which I will be referring to as Old Main, or the original university building, is going to be down a main thoroughfare into the center of campus. This building is going to be housed in a roundabout so that buses and cars and stuff can actually go around it and exit. But I want some visual interest to this university campus, and so I'm going to be using the city arch as well as some other decorations later on to really make a visually stunning entrance to this campus. The first main section of the university that I want to build is a sports area. So I'm going to lay out all of the different sporting arenas that I'm interested in using so I can get a feel for their size. And then I'm going to set up a road network to begin fitting them in. So let's go ahead and lay out this road network and get the university buildings placed in. Now that the Morato Academy of Liberal Arts has their first sports programs, I'm going to go ahead and change the team identity to the Lions and make them this nice orange color. Also, taking a look at our trophies and our wins, I've decided to bump our cheerleading budget and our coaching budget. The higher the cheerleading and the coaching budget, the more likely our team is to win. The more likely we are to win and the more wins we have, the higher the revenue, more people come, we're going to be raking in the money. I'm also going to take a look at the varsity sports policies and add the sponsorship deals policy. It's the only one that really makes sense at the moment without spending too much money of our semi-shrinking budget because of what I'm spending, so maybe later we will take a look at these other policies. Now we're going to spruce up a little bit of this area around the football and the basketball stadium by adding a path, some plants, and some parking. Now that that's done, I'm going to add the aquatic center. And across from the aquatic center, I'm going to add a student gymnasium, a pool, and a health services center for the students. Now let's go through and name a few of these athletic buildings so that students know where they're visiting and it makes it feel more like a real university. After all of this naming, let's go ahead and place the final sporting arena that we're going to be placing, which is the track and field stadium. I am then going to just enjoy the beautiful view and imagine what attending or even participating in these sports in Morato would look like. After placing paths around the track and field stadium, I'm going to lay out a varsity sports complex. This complex is specifically for the student athletes where they will have their dormitories broken into male and female. They will also have a cafeteria, a study hall, and a library dedicated specifically to them. They're going to be located close to the sports arenas so that way they can go and train, but they're also going to have all the amenities they need to be successful students at this university. In front of the track and field stadium, I'm going to add a chirper statue from the new Financial District's DLC as a point of interest. I'm also going to add a metro stop to tie in the athletics to the rest of the city. This way people can take public transit to both attend the university and attend sporting events. Finally, what is any good build without a little detailing montage? So we're going to detail up just the sporting area of this so you guys can see how it's going to all tie in together. I'm even going to add a little tailgating area for fans to really bring this whole area home. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this ride. After all of that detailing and putting together the athletic portion of the Morato Academy of Liberal Arts, I figured it's time to fill in the next portion, which is the main mall. It also is like a promenade or pedestrian area for our Sims to walk around and navigate. This main mall is going to be where all of our other buildings kind of come off of and serve as a central point to go around campus and orient yourself. I am going to be creating a flowery area, and that's going to take a lot of work, so I'm just going to skip ahead and show you when it's all done. Now, on the right side of Old Main, we're going to be sticking our main cluster of club buildings. So I want to create a nice centerpiece with a fountain, I want to add the dance and the art club, and really connect Old Main to the athletic portion of our campus. Up on the northern end of the university, I'm going to be adding our first major school, the School of Environmental Sciences. I'm also going to be adding the botanical garden, the insect and amphibian exhibit from the zoo, and a biodome. These, along with the school, are going to give our students a more well-rounded academic experience. I will also be adding a cafeteria and a bookstore to this area.
This time is for real, we can't pretend. You know, they're closing in, and I don't wanna miss a shot. Adrenaline, so give it everything that you got. Don't stop. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as we're getting away. There's no going back, and I'm having a chase. Where you go, I follow. When I'm giving up, never hit.
Now that we've finished the majority of the School of Environmental Sciences, it's time to add some additional dorms. These dorms are going to be primarily for the students of the School of Environmental Science, but they are not solely limited to them. I'm going to be placing them just north of the main building, surrounding a miniature ring of pathways around an area for them to study.
Somewhere in the distance, the sun's coming up. Everything is blurry, the trees flashing by my side. My side.
Now we're going to spend some time detailing out the School of Environmental Sciences, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the music.
We're not out of the woods yet, you know. Don't stop. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as we're getting away. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. Where you go, I follow. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase.
The final thing I'm going to add to the north side of the Morato Academy of Liberal Arts is an art gallery. An art gallery is a great way for students to learn about history, art history, and it's a great thing to draw people to the university from around Morato. This art gallery is going to be tied into the School of Environmental Sciences, so I'm going to finish that up and then we're going to take a look nice and close.
I see a fire lighting up as we're getting away. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. Where you go, I follow. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. We're not giving up, never hitting the inte vad som hände mig. Fråga inte vad som kommer sen när allt är över. Det spelar ingen roll. För jag har inget att säga, inget att prata om. Du vet redan vad jag behöver för oss. Tänker på vad du sagt, den där ingenting alls sa det kommer ordna sig. Hallå, 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 alltid dig på varann, inte utan min man. Men du måste lova mig att vi blir samma gamla, samma gamla, samma gamla, samma. Att vi blir samma gamla, samma gamla, samma gamla, samma gamla.
So there are a few buildings left that we need to put into our campus, including the commencement office. I want the commencement office to have a wonderful view of the mountains and be nice and close to Old Main. It's at this point I realized that the large glass roof plaza would be an absolutely stunning addition to the entrance to our campus. So I'm going to place it down and then continue on with the other buildings. Plus, that'll have it be right off the main thoroughfare, which I think will just be absolutely gorgeous and a great way to see out our seniors. Now that we've finished the commencement office and the detailing, I'm going to put in an honors area of our university. This is going to be for students currently in the honors program, where they're going to have separate dorms. They're also going to have a library and some advising areas for them, along with some study areas. This is just going to finish out this lower part of our university so we don't have large open gaps that just kind of awkwardly stare me in the face. Finally, we're going to add a performing arts auditorium and some tennis courts to tie together the main part of the campus to the athletic part of the campus. I'm then going to detail up this area, and I have a little bit of a surprise for the rest of the campus. So, because I, as always, take a huge area when I don't necessarily need it, because I think all the assets are bigger than they are, I end up with this really weird spot over here to the left side of the university. So after talking with the rest of the Skyline6, we decided that the best thing to do would be to create a university living area. This is going to include graduate housing, houses, nightlife, and some other museums. I'm also going to add some public transit, so I'm going to lay some roadwork down, and I'll bring you back for glimpses here and there, but let me tell you, it is going to take me so long to get the university housing in that I'm just going to bring you back when it's done. Wow, oh wow, College Square is done! That took a lot of time and a lot of energy, but we gotta do a couple more things here, which involves detailing. So let's add some trees, let's add some detail. Now that the majority of the detailing is done, I decided I want to run a trolley car from the housing district all the way to the athletic area. This will give another form of transportation for students and visitors alike to get around, and I think we will see less cars on the road and encourage a lot more people to leave their cars behind and use public transit.
I've been losing sleep, what to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day.
The last thing that I'm going to do is place 2 remote campuses. One is going to be the College of Education, and the other is going to be the College of Economics. The College of Education is going to be up near Joy's area, where there was originally a university building. The College of Economics is going to be down in Grattle's No Highways city, where there is also a high-capacity university placed. This will allow for more Sims to attend university. It will also allow for our numbers to stay up in the area where we can continue to have a 5-star university.
Let's get it on, we got it going, stay strong, oh, it looks like we made Wake me from this dream I've been in. I need to get in closer to you. I swear you might succeed. Oh baby, I've been waiting for you. Now we are one step closer.
Well, that is it for this episode of Skyline6. I want to thank every single one of you for coming to this premiere today and joining all of us in the wonderful city of Morato. I am lucky enough to close out round 4, but we are actually doing a round 5, so be on the lookout for that. That is so exciting. I'm ready to continue to see how big our city is going to grow. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and until next time, Raid Kitty and S'mores.